Hey guys, it's Kip from Famous by Friday Pickleball. Got a brand new paddles review, the new Gearbox GX2. When we think of Gearbox paddles in the past, they've been thinner, edgeless, every iteration of those, and they've always been good paddles, and Gearbox loyalists have been just fanatics. I mean, it seems like some people have played Gearbox since moment one, and they just stick with it and stick with it and stick with it. They are really good paddles. They are different paddles. And they play a little bit different as well, but the people that love them. With the new GX2, if you didn't have the name on here, you would think, man, this is some other pedal. You definitely wouldn't think Gearbox if it didn't have the name on here, because it does have an edge guard, it's thicker, but Gearbox is stuck with what they know. It has the carbon rib core, the SST, they're calling it SST 2.0, but it is still the carbon rib core. It is just 16 millimeters thick. It does have the edge guard. It should play pretty well. Gearbox says that the carbon rib core is going to be stronger, more durable, more playable than the poly honeycomb core that we've all come to know and love, the foam core, the new foam cores. Provides more structure, more strength, more durability. Now, I will tell you right off, it provides also more weight. The honeycomb cores are really light. The poly honeycomb cores, the foam cores are all really light. All the weight on this is right out here at the end. You can feel it when you pick it up. It is head heavy. The carbon rib core does add a little weight. Even though this paddle comes in at 8.0 ounces, all the weight's still pretty much out here. So it should have nice plow through and should get the ball pretty deep easily, but all that weight, beware, it's all the way here. You can adjust that if you want, because it only weighs in at 8 ounces, so you can adjust that, but right away, you can feel it. The surface is a 3K woven raw carbon. Looks really nice, should grab the ball really well, spin it really well. I'm anxious to try this out. This is kind of outside the box thinking even for Gearbox. I think it's cool that they're trying this. This paddle comes in two flavors, the elongated and the standard. This is the elongated version that I'm going to review, 16.5 inches long, 7 3/8 inches wide. The grip is 5.5 inches long with a 4-inch circumference. It's pretty small with its circumference, so you could build that up if you like to. I mentioned this paddle does weigh 8.0 ounces, so you could, kind of justify maybe putting some weights on there and kind of drag that sweet spot down a little bit. But anxious to see how this plays. Going to leave it just as it is, head out to the court and see how it goes. Headed out there right now. Hope you're going to be there. We'll hit this new Gearbox GX2. We'll hit this bad boy together. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys. The new Gearbox GX2. See what this bad boy will do. Wow, easy depth. Really easy depth. I kind of backed off of that a little bit. Look at that. That's so easy. I think that serve was out, and I'm not jumping on these at all. That was out. Oh, all those were just dead in line. Let me see if I can get the ball in the cone. There we go. That was very nice. I had to actually back off that just a little bit because it is head heavy, but it's just got so much nice depth. Okay, let's spin a couple with this. Gearbox GX2, all right. Oh, really nice controllable spin. You heard that ball whistling? Very nice. Oh yeah, this, wow, okay. Wow. Hey guys, back. Just spent the last few weeks getting to know the new Gearbox GX2. I'm gonna bounce through all the performance attributes of this paddle. And even though it's a departure from some of the recent paddles, the power, the control, the ultimate, all those paddles, there are some similarities. Let me start through these things and then I'll kind of touch on some of the things that kind of are similar to those because we're still dealing with the carbon rib core, the SST 2.0. We're still dealing with that same core. So let me touch on these as I go. The power numbers, I always start out with power. 48 to 50 is my normal service speed. The power with this, as you'd expect, 51.4 was the average, really nice. The ball just jumps off here. It is head heavy, so you expect that. You expect the mass, you expect the plow through, you expect that ball to go, and it did very easily. Nice power numbers, 51.4. Accuracy, control, and consistency were there. You just have to search for it a little bit. I would say the one thing with this paddle, and this is where it really reminds me of some of the more recent Gearbox, the less you do, the better this paddle performs. The more you put into it, the more you swing, the more you try and do something special, and the paddle punishes you a little bit. The smoother your swing, the less you do, the ball really, your performance is going to be so much better across the board. Your power numbers are better, and accuracy, control, consistency is much better. Do less, you are rewarded. That may be just, that may be something that's an inherent property of the carbon rib core, because you think of the paddles of the past from Gearbox, the less you did, the better it performed. You jump on it too much, you're going to get a flyer. It's not going to have the accuracy. The power numbers actually go down the harder you swing, which, I mean, yes, you're going to have some, the consistency of the power numbers are going to be less. So, accuracy, control, and consistency are there. Just let the paddle do the work. I think so many times, once again, I come from a golf background. You swing the club and let it run into the ball. Same with these paddles. Just swing the paddle, let it hit the ball, or let the ball hit it. Concentrate on your swing, and it's going to be it's so nice. It does really, really, really well. Spin from this 3K woven raw carbon surface. Spin is there, very nice spin. Top spin, back spin, whatever you want to do, the spin is there, very nice. Feedback and feel, once again, you go back to the SST core, that's very consistent across the board with Gearbox paddle. The feedback and feel is very nice, very plush ride, very quiet ride. It's very nice to hit. The sweet spot on this paddle is not huge. It really is pretty tight. It is high. You would also expect that because it's a head-heavy paddle that drags the sweet spot up. So the sweet spot is a little bit higher. It's not a huge sweet spot. It's just adequate. It's not small necessarily, but it's not huge. You get out here anywhere and your performance really suffers. Good defense to offense. You'd expect that from a head-heavy paddle. You go down, dig trash. That ball's going to go back into the non-volley zone very easily. Drives as well. If you want to knock the snot out of the ball, put a little topspin on it. Very good. All those things, defense to offense. And then once you get up to the net, once you get up to the non-volley zone, it's at 8 ounces. Even though it's head heavy, it is really good up there, and the ball jumps off of there. Plenty of velo, plenty of depth. It gets the ball there real quick. I like this paddle a lot. I think you could customize it. Maybe even put some weight down here to drag that weight down, drag that sweet spot down a little bit. And I think it could do some really good things. The only thing, this is going to appeal to a lot of people. The only negative I have on this, it is head heavy. That's going to appeal to a lot of players, and two-handed players are going to have no problem with that at all. Just doesn't fit my game, but it is going to fit a lot of your games out there. A little bit head heavy is not the end of the world. Like I said, you put some weight down here, even weight down here, that's going to drag that down, and you're not going to feel it because it's only 8 ounces coming in. So if it was 8.8 coming in and head heavy, you're going to struggle to find the happy place with this. At 8.0, you can really kind of play with that area a little bit too. Also, it is $269.99 US. I mean, that's a higher price point, but Gearbox puts so much technology into their paddles. That's kind of a wash. I just would be remiss if I didn't mention that that's part of the deal when you get a Gearbox paddle. It is going to be a little pricey. Once again, though, this core, they say, is going to be more durable and last longer than foam or honeycomb, so you're going to have this paddle a moment. So that's not the end of the world. Just be remiss if I didn't say it. All right, guys, I would love to hear if you try this. I have a feeling some people are going to try this, and they are going to like it a lot. I like playing with it. It does really well. It's just the head heavy is not really my style. I like to be a little flicky out here, and that really doesn't. And plus, I have to adjust my timing a little bit. I think you saw in the basket video that I have to adjust my timing a little bit to make it work. If I play with it for a while, that's going to go away. Not a problem. All right, guys, please hit like, please hit subscribe. Love to hear your comments on this. If you played it, if you've tried it. Gearbox, I mean, one of their paddles kind of went away there, so they're trying some new things, and this is very cool. You may find yourself wandering over to this paddle when you come from the Gearbox Power paddle of recent days. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. All right, guys, it's summer. Get out and play. Play the sport we love. I'll be back with more content really soon.